low competition niche research for Q4. So I've been trying to deliver low competition pretty much for the whole year, but my goal is to finish this year off really strong with really good niches for you. Now keep in mind, this is to help you, give you inspiration and give you an idea of what's selling right now, and at the same time give you different ideas for new designs you can possibly create on your end. And it's very important that you double check for trademarks and copyrights. Just because I'm sharing it with you doesn't mean you don't double check on your end. And also, if you're unaware, this is my top research design vault. 460 plus niches. We should be hitting over 500 niches by the end of this month. Definitely will, honestly. I release niches every single week as far as design inspiration and different ideas and what's selling as of right now, what's trending and what people are buying, and you're trying to get ahead of the competition to help you make sales with your print-on-demand business. There's a lot of people back here that are having success with this. You can see what you can get: the niche name, related keywords, number of competition, and the link. There are people back here that are making sales, making money, and have a better understanding of what they should be designing for when it comes to creating a design for a t-shirt, right? So that's one of the most important thing when people look at any of this stuff, is like they don't know what's selling, and this is like what they should be creating, okay? Everything is trademark checked and copyright checked back here too as well, so you don't have to worry about that. But I always recommend that you always double check for this. I say this in all my videos because I'm human. I do make mistakes on my end too as well. And it happens to me sometimes where I'll, create something, then I go back and check. I'm like, wait up, dang, it's trademark. I can't create this design. So you always double check everything that you do because it's your business too as well. If you're trying to take this serious and make money and take it to that next level, I highly recommend Top Research Design Vault. Okay, the first niche idea is going to be this hustle odometer design. Pretty cool idea, right? I know like in the past, a few years ago, there's similar like hustle, humble idea, like as far as the designs, right? That do really well. Now I can see something like this doing really well. So if you can think of anything related to something like this, which is pretty cool, very simple, but still like making a statement in a way on a t-shirt, right? Which is very powerful if you understand that. If you can make a statement on a t-shirt, that's one way to make sales with creating designs, right? So 4.6 out of 5. 534 rating, Amazon choice, and the price point is $21.99. That's pretty good up there, right? And you can see what they're, what they're doing with their keywords right there. I guess that word gift. I know that Amazon merch doesn't like when you put the word gift in there. If you're unaware of what I'm doing too as well, and I've been doing this for about 8 years now. I sold over $360,000 all time with my Amazon merch on demand account. So what it is, you're putting a design on a product. Amazon's going to go ahead and print and ship the product for you and take care of the customer service when a customer finds this t-shirt. So for example, this is an Amazon merch on demand t-shirt right here, okay? And literally you're not doing nothing, just focusing on research and design. Now there's more to it. Obviously the research is very important, and then the design part of it is very important too, and then understanding the keywords. So very, very important that if you're unaware of that, it's a really awesome opportunity. If you haven't tested it out or if you plan on doing it, I recommend you go sign up. It's free to sign up, but a really good opportunity. Now we come down here, let's look at the all-time sales. It's made its first sale in 2021, but look at that. It's been cranking ever since, right? It's being consistent as far as making consistent sales. Dang, that's pretty nice. And this is what we look for as Amazon merch on demand sellers or print on demand sellers, right? This is amazing right here. And if we come over here, funny hustle humble odometer t-shirt, we have a result of 480. And if you're unaware, like doing a search on Amazon too is one of the best ways to do research. Amazon just understanding like all this right here, all these results, it's telling you a story. Okay, like it's showing you like what products are selling. And most of the time, the closer to the the number one placement up here, which is these are running ads, you can see it's sponsored, but the number one placement right here organically is most likely making all those sales. And you can see it's 100, that's the one that we just looked at right there, right? And it's making consistent sales because it's just ranked so high. So when a customer types in a search term, the product pops up, the customer makes that purchase, you get that sale, you trigger the algorithm to push your product more. That's the goal too. Next idea, respiratory therapists, but Thanksgiving. So now remember, like going into this, finishing the year, right? You got Thanksgiving and then you got Christmas, and there's a few other different designs out there. There's Hanukkah, there's so many New Year's is coming up. So think of when you're looking at any of this I'm sharing with you and you have a niche or you have an idea, think of the holidays right now. What can you mix Like create something cool for someone that you know that they're gonna want that design. We got going on here, they look like they got the lungs, showing the lungs right here. The theme is like, the color scheme is Thanksgiving. You can see exactly what they're doing right there. They have the price point at $13.99. I know a lot of people, I know people that are for this and people that are against this. Now, the main goal with this right here is to help trigger the algorithm, help that product rank even better and make more sales. Because if you show the algorithm that the sales velocity is there and people want the product and they're purchasing it over and over and over, like at the end of the day, it's triggering the algorithm to push your product more right. And that's the goal. The algorithm don't care about, and Amazon is just trying to make money, make the sale, make the customer want to purchase it. And that's the main goal. Now, over time, they'll start to raise this price to actually be in the profit, right? So if we come down, look at the all-time sales. It was listed at made its first sale 2023. And if you're unaware of what this is, Amazon gives us this PSR chart. I'm using Helium 10 right here, and it's tracking the sales rank. And the lower the sales rank, the better. So you can see it made its first sale in 2023, made probably like 1 or 2 sales over there, but then it kind of like this long plateau of no sales. But starting July, you can see people started buying stuff in July for Thanksgiving. So these people are trying to get ahead. And the sales, the data is not lying. It's telling us like people are buying this in July. And then as it starts to make sales, and look at September, then it starts getting lower and lower. The lower it goes, the more sales it makes, okay? So if you're unaware of that, this is why this BSR chart is so powerful, understanding that, okay, there's a demand for this, respiratory therapist and Thanksgiving. Can you create something cool there? Pretty sure you can. If you just dig in, do a little bit of research and see what you can come up with, right? This is a really good idea. And if we come over here, we have a result of 193 respiratory therapist fall long Thanksgiving t-shirt. And you can see, the other designs that are being created over here. Always be thankful. That's a cool one. That was 1 million. Next idea, it's right here, this USA American flag turkey. Okay, remember Thanksgiving's coming up. All this right here, this is big. So like hunting for turkeys, and turkey just in general as a keyword that's going to trend going into November, Thanksgiving, anything related to that, right? So turkey hunting, like that right there, is like a sub niche. So we got hunting and then you got turkey, and then you're like combining both of them, we're in a cross niching in a way, okay? And well, we are cross niching because now you can create something like a cool design like this. We have a 5.0 out of 4 rating. You come down, look at the all-time sales. It's made its first sale in 2024 of March, but look at consistently making sales throughout the whole year, okay? And then over here, it's just consistently making sales. Now it's kind of going up a bit, but then it's starting to catch again and go back down, if you see that, right? And what they did was listed at $15.90, it looks like, and then they raised the price to $17.90, right? You can see that right here, the BSR, this chart's telling us that, but it's still making consistent sales. So, make the sell, boom, and then it starts to rank, and then obviously you can see it makes sales over here, how it's making sales. And if we go over here and check this out, we have a result of 433 US America flag turkey t-shirt. All right, next idea, hanging with my cookies and gingerbread. Now, cookies, gingerbread, funny sayings related around, gingerbread, cookies, Santa, elves, all this stuff like this is going to be money, okay? Going into Christmas, just starting now, people start buying in July. We obviously seen people start buying for Thanksgiving in July, right? Because the data just showed us like, okay, if you go look at that previous BSR chart that we looked at with the Thanksgiving, right? The respiratory therapist, you're gonna see people are buying in July. So if we look at this as a cool one, you get the gingerbread cookies dressed up, right? Being cool. And think of like funny, sarcastic sayings too, especially for Christmas, right? There is a ton of demand as far as that right there, because if you think of Christmas ideas or just funny Christmas sayings, and like, for example, hanging with my cookies, you can see how this is doing, 4.4 out of 5, 19 ratings, and you look at teacher too. So teachers, Christmas, anything like that, it's really good. We come down, look at the all-time sales. Let's see when this started making sales too, by the way. See if we can figure that out by looking at this. So 2021, it's made its first sale. And this BSR chart is like all over the place. You can tell it goes from 1 million to 13 million because the algorithm's all whacked out sometimes. But it drops right here. I'm not sure if it made a sell or if they're just messing with stuff. But we know for sure at 1.6 million, it dropped down to 598K, right? It dropped down right there. So in July, it started making sales. And then there's a little dip right there. I'm not sure if we count that. But then in September and then now, you can see it going squibbly right there. it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. You can see that that means it's making sales. That's consistency. That's what we're looking for right there. Now, 117 results hanging with my cookies gingerbread t-shirt. Now this is a really cool one. Next idea, how snowflakes are really made. You got a snowman farting right here. Now, one thing to pay attention to, well, I know some people are gonna overlook this. You gotta make sure that you're not infringing. Okay, I believe this is Jack Frost right here. If you don't have the rights to the character, if you don't have the rights to that graphic or anything like that, and you're not making your own original graphic, you're going to get in trouble. So this, like, if you're using Jack Frost, I'm pretty sure that is, you have to make sure that you're not using him if you're gonna create a design that's something like this. Okay, you don't wanna just grab this graphic like a lot of people do, some people steal images and they steal designs and they try to say it's theirs and it's not their own original, right, idea. And this becomes a big thing because there's people in this space that are buying and selling accounts and they're not doing it the correct way, right, as far as doing that, and they're leveraging, they're taking advantage of the system, right? And I can go on and on and on about that, but I don't do none of that. I do not sell accounts. I know a few people that have actually sold accounts, but they did them the correct way, okay? Like you're buying a business, and that's, you know, as far as only thing you're changing when you're making a purchase is like the bank account information, right? And then that person takes over that LLC and, you know, you're selling it as a business, okay? But as far as like, you know, switching everything, switching passwords and doing all that stuff, that can be a little bit risky. And, you know, obviously that's how people's accounts get shut down. And don't be delusional. Just follow, like, you understand what I'm telling you, because I've done this for a while. I still learn too. I don't know it all, by the way. But this right here, it's a funny design. 5.0 out of 5, 2 ratings. And this graphic right here, if you don't have the rights to it, don't do it. Let's actually look that up. Let's see. Let's say the cartoon though. Is it Jack Frost or is it someone with his name something else? Okay, it's not Jack Frost. Who's the? Let me see. Snowman. Frosty the Snowman. My bad. So Frosty the Snowman, so you just want to be very careful. Kind of see it right there, and then you kind of see the resemblance over here. You just want to be very careful. I said Jack Frost, Frosty the Snowman. Okay, so this literally doing a search like that, but obviously you probably wouldn't know that, right? I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just understanding the rules and the concept behind it is you're looking for, you know, you're not making sure that you're not infringing. So it's not Jack Frost, it's Frosty the Snowman. So you want to be careful with that red nose and that pipe. You know, you kind of get the concept, getting the idea of it. You're kind of copying or infringing on a, you know, a cartoon that you don't want to be messing with none of that stuff, right? Unless you have the rights to do so. Okay, so you come down. Let's look at the all-time sales. Made its first sale in 2023, and then it's consistently making sales. But as far as we're looking at that, we know that there's a demand for something funny like this, okay? And then if we come over here, how snowflakes are really made t-shirt, we have a result of 341. And then if we come down, you know, we're see like this. There's other ones over here. This is a cool one right here. 1.6 million, 6 million now. But just looking at this, like when we get closer to Christmas, most likely it's gonna make a little bit more sales. But a funny humor stuff like this it's really good as far as thinking of a funny idea and then putting it together, like some of these t-shirt designs. So pretty cool, good idea, funny, sarcastic, right? Anything like that, it does really, really good. Now we're still a little bit of a ways out from Christmas, but it's definitely, you can see the BSR right here. There's some demands for this funny saying, okay?
All the research that I'm doing inside of this video, I'm using Merch Informer, okay? This is the research tool that I use to find low competition niches. So let me go ahead and share with you how I'm using this. And my coupon code is gonna be down below in the description. I get a little affiliate kickback from that. And there is a free trial. So test it out for a few days. If you don't like it, cancel before it charges you, okay? Product research. Come over here to Merch Hunter. Let me show you how you can make money with this tool and find low competition niches. So you can filter a lot of stuff out right here. We can exclude brands, which is really cool. So I'm gonna hit that, exclude that, come down right here, leave that. And then with the number of reviews, I'll keep it like 10 or so. And then I'll hit search. And me hitting search is gonna basically go on to Amazon.com and do some scraping over there for us to find some new t-shirt designs. Now, with certain things, obviously, you still have to make sure that you're checking for your trademarks and your copyrights. You want to make sure that you're not infringing on another brand, okay? That's one important thing. Now, if we come down here, Look at this right here. I'm voting for the convicted felon. Okay, that's a real popular one right now. If you're unaware of that, I've made some content on that too, going over that niche. Juneteenth is a real popular one right now. Let's go down right here. Let's say, for example, look at this right here. Well, I went over this one too. I found this one. Let's go ahead and click on this listing. It's 4th of July, okay, and then we have fighter jets, okay, but they're on the back of the fighter jets, it's basically showing the American flag, which is a really, really cool design. Now let's come over here to all-time sales. Let's check this out. It's made its first sale in 2023, right? But look at this. There's a big demand for this right now, and it's cranking. It seems like it cranks throughout the whole year and makes a lot of sales. So this is one way that I look to see what people are buying, and now what else can you create that's related to this right here. But this is crazy because this is an evergreen niche, right? Obviously, they're targeting 4th of July, but this is an evergreen niche that's going to sell all year long. By looking at the BSR chart, we're seeing that right there, right? Now, let's keep going down, and there's a ton of stuff down here that you probably not even heard, like you never even thought about, right? Done a little bit more Merry 4th of Happy, you know the thing. Now, let's click on something like this. Now, Joe Biden funny design. If we come down, we're looking at this. Look at the all-time sales. So it's made its first sale in 2023, but look at right now, it's cranking and making a lot of sales right now. Now, the main goal behind this is just to see, like, okay, what's the demand? What are people buying right now? What can I do? What can I create? You know, and then get an idea from that. As I'm looking at all this stuff, there's so many different niches that you can go after in here, okay? I'm just showing you one way that you can use this tool. Here's another fighter jet design, which is pretty cool, right? They kind of turn it the opposite way. And you can just come down here and just never run out of ideas, just here for the wieners, right? 4th of July design. Look at that. Let's see. Click on this. Oh, it looks good on an all-white t-shirt, which is nice, but let's look at the all-time sales. Okay, it's made its first sale in April 2024, but like this is a newer design that's making sales, okay? Something like this, like when I see something like this, okay, people are obviously buying this type of design right now. It's a good idea to figure out something that you're of your own and make something like this, okay? And so that's how I leverage Merch Informer to help me come up with awesome new ideas. And there's a whole suite back here. You can even create your own design back here. There's a ton that can be done with this tool. Really awesome tool.
And if you want more low competition niche research like this, watch this video right here next. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. Peace out.